ఫోన్ కూడా రాదు. ఫోన్లు వచ్చినాయంటే సరే. మీరు మ్యూట్ చేయండి, చేయలేదా? ఉమ్, భలే జరిగింది మనీ.
ఏంటి సండే కదా ఏ కాల్ చేసి ఉందామని చెప్పి నిన్న నేను నెక్స్ట్ ప్రొవైడర్ చెప్పా.
మరి చెప్పుగా ఏమి
ఈ రోజు ఎవరు చెప్పలేదు అక్కడ ఇన్ని నేను ఉంటాయి కదా నాగేం దగ్గర
మరి ఇప్పుడు ఏమన్నా కొంచెంసేపు
ఇప్పుడు కొట్టద్దంట చెప్పి ఆయన
అలాగే స్లైడ్ ఎవరు కనిపించట్లేదా? ఏం స్లైడ్?
Good afternoon, everyone. I am delighted to welcome you all to this faculty development program hosted by Sir C.R. Reddy College of Pharmaceutical Sciences. Today we have gathered here to embark on a journey of learning, growth and professional development. This FDP has been designed to equip our faculty members with the latest knowledge, tools and strategies to enhance their teaching and research capabilities. I hope you had a fantastic first day of our National Faculty Development Program. I am Jajali and I will be your today's host, and Dr. Nagaraju, CH Amulya are facilitators throughout this FDP. Let's begin with our second day session titled Exploring the World of Scholarly Publishing, Unveiling the Significance of Journal Indexing and Impact Factors. Our expert speaker for this session is Professor Sheikh Afzal Basha Sir, St. Mary's College of Pharmacy, Gunturu. Sir is a renowned expert in the field with extensive experience. Now, I would like to invite Mrs. C.H. Amulya to introduce our distinguished speaker for the day.
Thank you, madam. Good afternoon, dear all. It is both an honor and a privilege today to introduce a truly exceptional individual, Professor Sheikh Afzal Basha Sir, whose expertise and insights are set to captivate and inspire us all. Dr. Afzal Basha Sir is currently serving as the principal and professor at St. Mary's College of Pharmacy, part of St. Mary's Group of Institutions, Gunturu. Additionally, he is also appointed as a distinguished adjunct professor to Savita Deemed to be University, Tamil Nadu. He earned his PhD in Pharmaceutical Sciences with a specialization in Pharmaceutical Chemistry from Andhra University, supported by University Grants Commission, Maulana Azad National Fellowship. Dr. Sheikh holds a Bachelor of Pharmacy degree from Viswabharati College of Pharmaceutical Sciences and a Master's degree in Pharmaceutical Chemistry from Andhra University, where he received the Professor S. Rangaswamy Gold Medal for academic excellence. He possesses over 15 years of teaching experience for competitive examinations and serves as a visiting faculty in various pharmacy colleges across India. Dr. Sheikh's primary research focus involves designing and synthesizing novel heterocyclic compounds with potential antimicrobial, antitubercular, and anti-cancer properties. He conducted UK, UAE, Malaysia, and India. Dr. Sheikh has authored more than 60 research and review articles published in peer-reviewed international journals, including the Royal Society of Chemistry's Green Chemistry Journal, which has an impact factor of more than 11. He has an H index of 17. He has presented his research at national and international conferences and holds several patents in India and Australia. Additionally, Dr. Sheikh has authored a book on natural remedies for tuberculosis and candidiasis and contributed to 4 book chapters in medicinal chemistry. He serves as an editorial board member and a reviewer for several scientific journals, including those published by Sphere, Royal Society of Chemistry, PLOS, MDPI, and Frontiers. He has supervised numerous undergraduate and postgraduate research projects and received accolades such as the ABAP Young Scientist Award 2015, IBHAP Super 30 Special Mention Teachers Award 2017, Best Researcher and Consultant Award 2019 from Vignan Pharmacy College, Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad Best Teacher Award in 2020, and the Association of Muslim Professionals Best Teacher Award in 2021. Dr. Sheikh is a member of prestigious organizations such as the American Chemical Society, Royal Society of Chemistry UK, Association of Ayurvedic Professionals of North America, Indian Pharmaceutical Association, and Pharmaceutical Education and Research Society. Thank you, Afzal Pasha sir, for sparing your valuable time to be here with us today. Thank you, madam, for this opportunity.
Thank you, Amulya.
Thank you so much, Amulya madam, for your nice introduction. So thank you, first of all, Team CR Ready for inviting me for this faculty development program. And I just want to make it a more generalized topic, which is much required nowadays, because most of the people are a bit confused where to publish, what to do, like this. So we are going to deal all these things here. And I would like to thank Nagaraj Garu as well as other team, Ankem Narendra Babu Garu, the principal of CREDDY College of Pharmacy, and everyone who have made this day, because all of your team effort is responsible for this. And without delaying and taking much time, I will start sharing my presentation, and we will move into the presentation.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We encourage all active participation and engagement during this session, all the participants. So please don't hesitate to ask questions or share your thoughts in the chat.
Is my presentation visible, madam?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Sir, it is in a PPT mode. I think it has to change into
Presentation mode. Yeah, it's okay, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Now it's okay, right?
Yes, sir.
So,
Right. No problem. Thank you.
Thanks.
So today the topic of interest is exploring the world of scholarly publishing and unveiling the significance of journal indexing and impact factors. So there is a lot of confusion for all the others, quality work, quality research, as well as somebody are writing very good review. Some useful works are being published in an not a good journal of international standards, even though the others are doing good in their works. Because of their limited understanding about where to publish, they are unable to push their work into a good journal. So that is the intention, the main intention of this, I mean, what you say, talk is to say that what is a good journal, what is a bad journal, what are the different considerations which we need to keep in our mind before publishing our work, right? So the basic objectives of the workshop, or the time, I mean, what we will say, because why I called it as workshop, because I'll also move from the PowerPoint into different, what we say, websites where you can practically practice the same things here, whatever you need, because after this session also, you should be in a position to, what we say, use that particular concepts, whatever we have dealt, and utilize in your regular process of publishing the scholarly manuscripts, right? So here we will understand journal indexing as well as impact factors. And there are different types of the journals. We'll also tiers based upon the quality of the journal. We'll also differentiate what are the things which are regularly utilized by the. So index before that, the indexing of journals is the systematic categorization and organization of the research articles for easy retrieval. So whenever you publish your article in a predatory journal, what will happen is there is no systematic organization of your work, because the predatory journals they rely more on money rather than on the scientific facts, or they have less ethics, right? So if you publish your work in a indexed journal, the indexed journal will help you to see that even after 20 or the 30 years, your article will be easily present there, archived there, and it can be easily retried. That is why it is always, if you see, it is suggested to publish in your work in an indexed journal only, right? So if you publish your work in an indexed journal, the advantage is that it will enhance the visibility. So if you have two journals, one is indexed journal and in a good database, journal which is not indexed in a good database, what will happen is after whenever you publish your work in a good indexed journal, it will enhance your visibility, because globally the researchers, whoever they follow, say for example, you are working on development of new anti-cancer agents, right? You have worked something and you have published your work in some good indexed journal. Generally, the scientists within the academia or the industry who are working in the area of developing new anti-cancer agents will rely on the data which is present only in indexed journal rather than in the case of the non-indexed journal. So if your work is of good quality, automatically it will enhances your visibility. The good scientists who are working in that particular area of research will automatically recognize your work, and your visibility will be enhanced. Not only that, I told that previously, if it is a poorly indexed database, in the poorly indexed database, what will happen is there is no chances of long-term preservation. Whenever it is a good database, good indexing database, some of the reputed publishers which have indexing in good quality, indexing database, even from the 18th, if you take a normal database, indexing database, which is of not of good quality, there you can't see the journals which are the works which have been published in poorly indexed databases, right? And not only that, do the literature review. If you go for a good indexing database, say you can easily retrieve the literature. Before doing any research, what you need to do is always you need to review the literature, which is very much important, because without the understanding of the literature, we can't blindly say that we will do this. Because if you take one particular area of research, there are already scientists who have extensively worked in that area of research, and we need to understand what are the things which have been, what are the developments that have been occurred in that particular area of research. So if you want to, get a good quality literature, it is possible only through the indexing database, which is of, more genuine type of indexing database. And this is one advantage of if we will get good quality works only through a good indexing database. Not only that, whenever you publish your work in an indexing database, you will be having good credibility. As I told you, it will enhance your visibility. And whenever you are publishing, because it is not easy to in that particular area of research, the academic editor want or the handling editor get a good quality literature. If you feel that it is possible good only for the indexing database, you have done some incremental, more genuine type of indexing database. Definitely, what and this is one advantage of shift this to you get send it to peer review process through a good indexing. Again, the reviewers will check. Not only that, whenever you publish your work in a whether it has any flaws, you will be having good credibility. As I told you, based upon the enhance visibility, and whenever you are publishing, because it is not easy editor or the academic editor, in association with the editor in chief, he will take a decision that it can be, accepted or it can be sent back to the authors in order to review the manuscript. So whenever a journal is in good indexing journal, will generally have all these systematic peer review process, whereas a poorly indexed journal doesn't have all this process. That is why some of the journals will take longer time, right? Whereas sometimes we will see that there are journals, we will send our manuscript today, in the next 1 hour or surprisingly within 15 minutes also, some of the journals are giving back their email that your manuscript has been accepted. So it is simply such type of journals never will be indexed in a good indexing database. So whatever the work you have done, it will be a complete loss. So in order to maintain your credibility as a good researcher, you need to publish only in a good indexed journal, because there are many steps in assuring the quality of your work, right? And it is also helpful for research evaluation, because the universities or the colleges will evaluate the research of a particular researcher through his scholarly work, right? It is whenever you publish in an indexed journal, it will also help for your effective research evaluation scores, right? Not only that, whenever you want to apply for a funding, you need to see that you have published in a genuine journal. Then only there is greater chances of getting a research funding under your name, right? And due to all this, it will also enhance your career. And other side of the coin is, whenever, as I told previously, your visibility will be enhanced. So globally, even all the scientists will know your work. So if anybody want to see some class of work, definitely they will refer to your papers. So that's why, as we are in a, high advanced internet area, it is easy to search all the work, whatever you do, right? It will improve your global reach. And not only that, whenever you are doing a commendable work, some researchers may be interested in your work. They may email you, they may ask you for some help, or they may ask you for collaborate in their work, and it will also enhance the international collaboration, right? Not only that, say if you, it will also help you to do a multidisciplinary as well as cross-disciplinary research. Other researchers will also commend somebody, say for example, who is doing an advanced biological research. I am a chemical scientist or a medicinal chemist. Advanced biological researcher, if you follow my papers, he may ask me to assist in synthesizing some compounds. This is possible only whenever I publish a good quality work, right? I hope you have got an overview idea why it is important for us to publish in a good indexed journal, right? Is everything clear, madam? I hope the slides are moving well. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir. It's good.
Right.
Sir.
Thank you so much. So these are the most important indexing and abstracting databases. That is the one that is generated by Clarivate Analytics, which was previously called as Web of Science or the Thomson Reuters, as well as the Scopus database. Whenever your article is for international standards, they will maintain their repository very well. So whatever the parameters I have discussed previously, all these will be indirectly affect your profile. So that is why we should always ensure that our work is published in a good journal which has been indexed by all these databases. American Chemical Society, and this is Ingenta Connect that have been developed by Bentham Science of indexing databases. Again, if you see the topmost, whatever I have represented here, the Crossref, EBSCO, all these are very good journal databases compared to the rest, right? Whatever you see here, right? So I told that Clarivate Analytics and Scopus are most important databases. So Clarivate Analytics have developed many products in order to assess the quality of your work. One of the Clarivate product is Web of Science, which is called as Web of Science Core Database. In Web of Science Core Database, there are 3 divisions like SCIE, SSCI, and AHSCI. So as a pharmaceutical scientist or a pharmaceutical academician, our interest should be in publishing our work in a journal which have been indexed in Science Citation Index Expanded. This is important, SCIE, because the Science Citation Index Expanded covers all the journals which publish work in the areas of natural and physical sciences. Our work will come under natural and physical sciences. There are also other databases like within the Web of Science core database, Social Science Citation Index, that is for social sciences, as well as there is also Arts and Humanities Citation Index, which covers the journals in arts and humanities. So if you publish your work, it represents your quality of your work. So whatever the peer review process I told you previously is seen in journals which have SCIE. Okay, right. There is also another important thing known as another product of the Clarivate Analytics known as Journal Citation Report, which is the actual, database which will give you the impact factor. The Journal Citation Report, it will provide the journal level citation and impact factor. Researchers assess the influence and quality of academic journals in various fields, right? So in order to understand whether a journal is indexed in Web of Science or not, it is easy for us to see, because different journals will claim that the journal is indexed in Science Citation Index Expanded, but which is not true. Such type of journals, they want actually to make money rather than to push the science forward in a quality manner. So that is why we should be cautious. How we can, you have a doubt that how we can easily identify whether a journal is indexed in Web of Science or not. It is very simple. I'm moving to the Google back. Okay. Right. We have master journal list by Clarivate Analytics. MGL, that is mgl.clarivate.com. So we can simply, for example, European Journal of Medicinal Chemistry. This is one journal. We need to check whether it is indexed by Science Citation Index Expanded or not. Right? Right. If you see here, this is the Web of shows that the Science Citation, it is indexed in Science Citation Index Expanded. So it's indexes like Biosis Previews, Biological Abstract, the other one. But that is why even this journal is not claiming now. Previously, they have claimed that they are indexed by Clarivate Analytics, right? So simply what you can do is any journal. Can you quote any journal name? For example, if you have any doubt, any of the participants here, if you have any journal doubt in your mind, whether it is indexed or not, or else you can also post it. Sorry?
IJPER, sir.
Right. We will see IJPER. Right. Indian Journal of Pharmaceutical Education and Research. This is what you are asking about, right? That means it is indexed in Web of Science according to this journal. But it is our responsibility to check, isn't it? Whether it is indexed in Web of Science or not. Index Expanded. And we can also go to the profile page of that journal. In order to see the profile, journal profile, we need to log in. I will log in into this account. You can get more details of the journal also whenever you log in into the master journal list or this portal. Right? So if you see this, you can see the impact factor here. It is 2022 impact factor, 2021 impact factor. To get the latest impact factor, you should have subscription for this, Clarivate Analytics products. But unfortunately, I don't have a subscription for this. However, we can also get the, simply we can visit the website directly. And if it is giving directly, projecting us to the journal website. Oh, there is something wrong with this. Yes, something wrong. Yeah, now we are able to get this, right? So this is the publisher website. It should also go there, but I don't know why it happened, right? So likewise, we can check whether our, this is the impact factor, previous impact factors. In 22, it is 0.28, but now its impact factor is 0.8. If you observe here, right? I'll also share with you a document, impact factors of all the journals, right? So that it will be easy for you to see whether the journal is having impact factor or not. And even if it has the impact factor, what is the impact factor? And we can see there, right? So this is about journal citation report, or the like this we will we can easily understand the Web of Science core database. We can also get the impact factor, but after logging in, we cannot get the present impact factor. We will get the impact factor of the previous years only, previous 2 years only. Then not only that, it also has, as already I have shown you, there are also other databases like BIOSYS database. The BIOSYS database, IE, ISI, and ESCI. So SCIE, already we have seen that Science Citation Index expanded. So whenever your journal is Science Citation Index expanded, means it is within the Web of Science core collection, it is well established and it has high impact. Generally, it has impact factor. Whereas there are also journals which claim that their journal is indexed in Clarivate Analytics. But what they have is, they have only ESCI. ESCI means they are emerging. They are not in the Web of Science core collection database. I hope you are able to understand. They are not still in the Web of Science core database, but based on the performance of the journal, there is a greater chances that this journal will be entered into the Web of Science core collection. So that means it is under consideration. So ESCI is journals that are in process of establishing themselves. There are some journals are indexed by Clarivate Analytics, and they are also charging very high fees. So whenever you are publishing your work open access, always see that you have SCIE rather than ESCI. I hope it is clear between ESCI and SCI, right? The next one is ISI, that is International Scientific Indexing. This is also the similarly to SCI. Both are one and the same. A journal is indexed in the Web of Science is used to be called as ISI journal, right? That is the difference between ISI, SCIE, and ESCI. Next, another important database is Scopus. Scopus is a abstract and citation database of peer-reviewed literature like scientific journals, books, as well as conference proceedings. Right? There are different products related to the Scopus is a product of Elsevier, and Elsevier has, in addition, in order to assess the metrics, it has Scopus as well as Site Score, as well as SNP, as well as SciMago journal ranking. All these are the products of Scopus is the actual abstract and citation database, whereas the Site Score, the Scopus will give a Site Score to your particular journal created by that journal in that particular field, right? And the Site Score is also given annually, as well as impact factor is also given annually. Every year in the months of June, at the end of May or the June, the Clarivate Analytics will release the impact factor of the journal. Similarly, after 5 days or 1 week, the Scopus will also release its Site Score. For Scopus, there is no impact factor. there is no impact which is implicated to the one that have been given by Clarivate Analytics only. Scopus will never give a impact factor, but it will only give the site score. So if a journal is having a good high site score, more site score means it is a good quality journal. Automatically, the journals which have good site score are having good impact factor also, because both these are measuring the impact, but process of giving that numerical value. They are calling, somebody is calling as site score, and the other party is calling it as impact factor. Both are okay, right? And this is Scimago journal ranking, and it is based on it is a tool for assessing journal scientific influence based on SJR indicator, that is subject specific rankings that are available for this. Because there are journals which will be published in humanities, there will be journals which will be published in social sciences, there will be journals which will be published in what you say, physical sciences, natural sciences, or pharmaceutical sciences specifically, right? Like this, the Scimago journal ranking, this is also given by Elsevier. And there is also another thing known as SNP, that is source normalized impact per paper. So within the fields, within the same field, within the, say for example, within social science, how is the impact or the citation pattern of so this is the structure of the community practitioner. It has a very, its site score is very, very low. It is indexed in this, what we say, Scopus database. Right? It has been covered from 2005 to present. Right? Here also, just like Web of Science or the Clarivate Analytics, in most of the cases, we are also having link to the source homepage. So this is the source homepage. Right? I hope this is the journal you are talking about. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right. So like
but
this,
I could, sir, just my small doubt.
Yeah,
I
no
couldn't
problem.
found this one in the.
That means it is not indexed in Web of Science.
Yes, yes, yes. Sir.
నేను
Okay.
వేరే
It is
ఫోన్
very
చేస్తాను
simple,
ఒక్క నిమిషం.
right?
వేరే నెంబర్.
Yes, sir. Yes,
అది
sir.
తీసుకెళ్ళు. నేను ఫోన్
Community practitioner. There is, but you can see different related journals here related to community practitioner, but it is not indexed in this. You are able to see only aim and scope. There is no about journal, right? Like this, we can what we say, search within the Scopus database also. Okay, right. We'll see another journal, for example. For example, Journal of Molecular Liquids is one of the reputed journal by Elsevier. So if you see here, you have site score, right, which is 9.7. We have seen the site score. We have seen whether it is indexed in, what you say, Scopus or not. Whenever it is indexed in Scopus, you can click there and you will get the site score, the Scimago journal ranking, as well as the SNP value for this. But that is what I have shown here. Whether it is indexed in Scopus or not, what is the site score of that, as well as the Scimago journal ranking, as well as the SNP value. You can see everything here, right? Similarly, we can see the site score tracker, how it will change, whether it will increase or decrease. Up to October 5th, 2023, there is a slight decrease in the site score of this. It may change over time, but we can also see the site score regularly, because the Scopus will automatically update its site score regularly, right? And some of the what we say, accrediting bodies, they are looking into which category it will come. For example, if you see this Journal of Molecular Liquids, it is having a rank of 34 under physics and astronomy, whereas in chemistry it has a rank number 7. whereas in material science it has rank number 32. The organizations like Times Higher Education as well as QS rankings, they will also look into its quality within the different disciplines also. Based upon the, if it is of top ranked in all the disciplines, then it will be having a good score whenever you publish in such type of journals, right? For NAC, they are looking only up to whether it is Scopus indexed or not, or whether it is what we say Web of Science indexed or the Clarivate indexed or not. But for international level of rankings, they are also probing down into the, what we say, this particular subcategory of ranking also, because the rank is not the same here. If you see, right, within the subcategories there is difference in the ranking, because here represents in chemistry there are only general chemistry or the spectroscopy in specific, there are only 75 journals which have been what we say indexed in Scopus under the spectroscopy category. Among this, its rank is number 7. And particularly if you take NIRF ranking, NIRF ranking is looking for such type of subcategories also for NIRF ranking. That is why always while publishing our work, we should look that it is in particularly to our discipline. Whenever I see as a medicinal chemist in chemistry, what is its role? In chemistry, in the sense, our category comes under pharmacology, therapeutics, all these things. How it is performing. That is what we need to look into the because based upon that, the ranking of the institution, the ranking of the other will also be differed, right? So this is about Scopus. I hope you got some good idea. Right. The next one is impact factors of the journals. There are genuine impact factors as well as predatory impact factors. There are some, always you need to see that whatever somebody is claiming impact factor means, the impact factor that is given by Web of Science or Thomson Reuters, Web of Clarivate Analytics, all these are one and the same. Okay, they are not different. Always impact factor is given by Clarivate Analytics, which is genuine, and that is only the impact factor which is considered globally. Blindly, you need to see that. There are some journals which claim that they have impact factor of 50, impact factor of 120. These are not the good correct impact factors. They are all the predatory impact factors. Some of the predatory impact factor producing agencies are GIF, like Global Impact Copernicus, Universal Impact Factor, Scientific Journal Impact Factor, SJIF, Scientific Journal Impact Factor, right? Like this, there are many journals which are claiming wrong impact factors. If you see here, Scientific Journal Impact Factor, it is 8.219. But if you see some journal like this, it doesn't have any, impact factor itself, because the impact factor is the one which is actually given by Clarivate Analytics rather than this. So simply, you can easily assess whether your journal is only the journal which is indexed in Clarivate Analytics will have impact factor. Again, the one which is having Science Citation Index expanded, it is only having the impact factor, not the ESCI journals, right? ESCI is emerging. It has not entered into the, Clarivate Analytics or the Web of Science core collection itself, right? I hope this is the difference. Impact factor, all the other impact factors are bogus impact factors. You need to check only for the genuine impact factor. Okay, every year the Clarivate Analytics will also release the list, and if you don't have the access to that list, there are people who are working in a good colleges or good universities. Generally, they have the subscription. You can also ask for help from that scientists who are working, actively working in research through LinkedIn or Facebook. You can also ask them to please give the list of journals. Similarly, the Scopus will also give the list. But the better thing in Scopus is that you can easily get the site score, because without any subscription, we can understand the site score, SJIF value, everything, right? That is the advantage of Scopus. There is no need of subscription to understand the Scopus metrics. But in order to get all the metrics related to Web of Science, you should have a subscription to your particular university or the college, right? So based on the impact factors or the site scores, there are different quartiles of journals, that is Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4, which are called as tier 1 to 4 journals. So Web of Science will
जाना जल्दी जा धक्का दे जोर से.
Is it okay? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. So there are different quartiles within the journal, like based on the impact factor rankings, Web of Science will give quartiles. Whereas the Scopus, based on the various citation metrics like site score, it will give whether a journal is Q1, Q2, Q3 or Q4, right? Some journals will mention specifically just besides your what we say impact factor, in the brackets they will write what we say the ranking of that particular journal. So quartile 1 means whether in Scopus or in the Web of Science, they are the top 25% of the journals in a particular subject category. So I told that we have different subjects like chemistry, physics or mathematics or whatever the subject you take. The top 25% journals according to the impact factor ranking or the site score are called as Q1 journals. Whenever you publish your work in Q1 journals, you are having more visibility compared to the others. There is next quarter is Q2, that is 25% to the top 50%. They are also respected journals, and we have Q3, that is 50% to 75%. They are of moderate impact, and we have Q4 journals which are having lower impact. And there is also another journal known as D1 journal. D1 journal, I will also show some examples in the Scopus how we can see whether our journal is in Q1, Q2, Q3 or Q4. So there are also some journals which are in D1 journals. D1 journals is nothing but say for example, if you have 100 journals in particular, 100 journals which are indexed in Scopus or Web of Science in chemistry, for example. So the top 10 journals are called as D1 journals, right? So D1 journals come within the quartile 1 only, but they are on the top 1 list based upon the impact factor rankings as well as the site score ranking. We'll go to Scopus once again. Right, if you see here, for Journal of Molecular Liquids, how many journals are indexed in under spectroscopy? 75, right? Among this, the rank is 7. So that's why under this category, it is a D1 journal. I hope you have understood this point, right? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Right. So you can
sir,
see
please
on the
explain again. Sorry, sir. Please.
This one?
Sir, D1 journal, sir. Please, sir.
D1.
Yes.
D1 means simple. Decile. D means decile here. Deca means 10, right? Deca means 10. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So in a particular discipline, either in Scopus or in the Web of Science, say in chemistry, you have, top 10 journals, right? If you have, top 10 journals in that particular, discipline are considered as D1 journals. Okay. And why I am discussing about D1 journals, because whenever you apply for your PhD as well as postdoc fundings in European Union region and UK region particularly, they are much interested in D1 journals, because you will be in the top class journal always, your publications, right? So there is greater chances whenever you have applied for your postdoc applications or the PhD application. This is the case which happened with me. I previously applied for a postdoc in Spain under the name Maria Zambrano Postdoctoral Fellowship, which was also awarded for me, but unfortunately due to other personal reasons, which I haven't moved to Spain. I have good quality D1 journals in that particular chemical sciences discipline. That is why that G1 journals has helped me to separate my application from the others, which has created a good impact. That is why that is what I discussed in the first slide itself. It will help you to, increase your visibility whenever you publish your work in a very good journal. Otherwise, nobody is ready to come and see whether Afzal Basha is working good or not. We need to show to the world that this is what we do. This is where we are stronger. This is how we can transfer our skills to your lab. Whenever we do such type of things only, people are ready to accept us and accept our application, and they are also willing to talk to us. Otherwise, nobody will talk. This is fact, right? So, you see here, show only titles in top 10%. If I just click here, if I apply, so there might be different disciplines. In oncology, this is a, top 10 journals, right? If you see here, all these are ranked 1. There are many ones, okay? Within that, within oncology, this is first ranked one out of the 366 journals. And under molecular biology, it is first ranked one, 380. Likewise, for particular discipline, we have top 10 journals also. Similarly, we can also see only first quartile. First quartile means, if you see first quartile, or else I'll do one thing. Pharmaceutical, right? Pharmaceutical, right?
Dustbin there.
There is a spelling error. In pharmaceutical, you want to see, sorry. So we have used the term pharmaceutical, right? And I have clicked here first quartile. First quartile means it will be having value from the site score, percentile, which is called as the highest percentile from 75 to 100%. That is what the Q1 journal we are calling it as, right? Q1 journal means top 25%. That means the top 25% journals have the percentile of 75, from 75 to 100. They are considered as the Q1 journals. I have shown only Q1 here, right? If you see the percentile 98, 96, 95, 76, it starts from 75 and above 75, the percentile, isn't it? Right? If I remove this, there will be many journals. Just you can see the list, right? All the Scopus indexed journals. Or else we will go with the second quartile. Second quartile means it will be between 50 to 74, right? If you see here, the highest percentile is 68, 68, 60, 57. That will be above 50, right? 51, 53, right? Likewise. Similarly, we also have third quartiles. If you see here, it will be present between 25 to 49, 50. If you see here, are you able to see all these values, right?
Yes,
this
sir.
is the third quartile, right? Similarly, fourth quartile. No need to ask anyone. You can directly go to Scopus and you can check whether the journal is good or bad. Just we have added the term pharmaceutical. Right? If you see, it is below 25 here. 23, 24, 23, 19, 22, 21. Just there are some colleges or organizations, they are asking only for, whether it is indexed in Scopus or not. There is a lot of database. How many journals are there? 138 journals are there. which are indexed in Scopus under the pharmaceutical category. There are also multidisciplinary journals, but I have cut down only to this particular title. Wherever you see here, all these journals are pharmaceutical, right? You can utilize this database simply for publishing your work. Just you can go to the author guidelines. You can prepare your manuscript according to the author guidelines and easily submit to the journal, right? I hope this is clear, right? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. And there are also A-star journals. Sometimes the Scopus will A-star means whenever it is more than 90 percentile. If you see the percentile here, it is more than 90, right? These journals are called as A-star journals. The US-based accrediting agencies, they will look whether you have published in A-star journals or not, according to the Scopus database. This is not a A-star journal because the percentage is 78. 90 and above percentile, it is called as A-star journals. Right. This is more a generalized topic. We are not going more into the science, but to clarify how we should proceed. So sometimes in journals, we'll see 2-year impact factor and 5-year impact factor. 2-year impact factor is the impact factor always it is given by journal citation report by Thomson Reuters or the Clarivate Analytics is defined as the average number of references to each journal in a current year with respect to citable items published in journal during the 2 preceding years. So average number of references to each journal in current year, whatever the references that have been cited in the current year with respect to the citable items. Say for example, a journal has published 100 articles, out of which 90 are being cited by some other journals, then they are called as citable items, right? The 10 are not taken into consideration because out of 100, only 90 are used by other scientists in order to cite these works into their work, right? They're called as citable items, as well as the number of citations they have got during the 2 preceding years, the 2 years before that particular year. They will take that average and give the 2-year impact factor. Similarly, the 5-year impact factor, the term is simple. They will take the 5-year impact factor. What will you say? 5 years, how many citations are there? Here they will take only for the 2 years. You'll also see that. Or else we'll see. Generally, directly we can't see in majority of the journals. Not all the journals will publish their 5 years impact factor. Whatever the impact factor given by what we say Clarivate Analytics will be represent only the 2-year impact factor. You see this journal, which is one of the finest journal in medicinal chemistry research. It has an impact factor of 2.6 for the 2 years impact factor. This is the 5-year impact factor. So what impact factor we need to consider is the 2-year impact factor, the recent one. The 2-year impact factor is the recent impact factor of that particular journal. This is not majorly used for any evaluation, but this is the metrics that have been given by Clarivate Analytics from long back. That is why some of the journals, not all the journals, will write this 5-year impact factor, right? So likewise, some journals will mention, but most of the journals will represent only 2-year impact factor, right? And if you take Y-late journals, what they will do is they will also give the ranking that you have been given by Web of Science. For Scopus, so this is the journal metrics. I hope it is not boring.
Not at all, sir.
Right. So actually this journal has not given the rank. Generally, In majority of the violae, what they will do is, in the just at the impact factor, this is the general impact factor. In brackets, they will also write the rank, 35 out of 100. That is the 35th rank. We are able to witness the rank here in Scopus directly. But Web of Science in the master journal list, you cannot see such type of ranking. Okay. But some publishers like Wiley, what they will do is they will also give the rank. For example, Environmental Chemistry is one of the topmost chemistry journal. They'll typically write here.
By evening at 10.
Yes, right. They have written the impact factor here, 16.6. But typically most of the Wiley journals will also give the ranking here. But Scopus we can go and check there. But not all the journals are giving journal citation report ranking. We need to take the help of someone who is having subscription. Otherwise, we cannot sort out the ranking. Okay. But most of the Wiley journals will publish. I don't see why they have not published it. Previously, it was there. Okay, no worries. And there are also some journals like PLOS. They won't certainly doesn't rely upon the impact factors, because there was a declaration in San Francisco known as DORA. According to San Francisco Declaration on Research Assessment, in order to promote anyone, impact factor is not a criteria. What they will show is, because there are some good quality works which are not published in a journal which has the impact factor. Okay, in such a cases, what DORA has taken the resolution is, we should need to consider the actual research rather than whether it is published in the impact factor journal or not. But unfortunately, even though there was a resolution like that, but majority of the organizations, even you go for job in academia or the industry, or for your higher level research positions, everybody is considering impact factor as well as Scopus metrics only. Okay, this has become a part and parcel of our life, which we cannot completely remove, because there are some people who have done a high quality research because of improper understanding. They have published in a poor quality journal. They are based upon that. DORA has they have all the research community has created this DORA. Okay. Right. So what the statement you see in the PLOS 1 journal is, PLOS doesn't consider impact factor to be reliable or useful metric to assess the performance of individual articles. PLOS supports DORA, the San Francisco Declaration on Research Assessment, and does not promote our journal impact factors. That is why in their website you cannot see the impact factor. Some journals will write this statement directly as such. Will provide the metric to individuals when specific. If you don't know the impact factor or the Scopus indexing or all the metrics, sometimes we can also email the support system that have been, we can contact that particular journal through email. They will also give the details. What are their journal metrics? The good quality journals will respond. Not on the same day, definitely within 2 or 3 days, you will get a response from that particular journal whenever you are uncertain about the impact factor or the Scopus metrics. That is also one good way to understand. So coming to different categories of journals, we have previously we have subscription-based journals. Subscription-based journals typically required readers to pay for the content that they read. Since individuals or institutions have to pay subscription charges, only those who have purchased a subscription to the journal or have purchased an article will have access to your paper. So this is the traditional method of publication that is known as subscription-based journal. In subscription-based model is, whenever you enter online, what will happen is there are two things. Sometimes your institution will have subscription for that particular publisher. Whenever your institution has a subscription for that particular publisher, automatically you can download the PDF, because if you are accessing the website through your institutional, what we say, institutional details, definitely you can easily download that paper, provided your institution should have subscription to that. On the other hand, if your institution doesn't have subscription, they will charge some dollars, like $50, $40 for reading. There are also categories. For reading the article for 24 hours is one type. For reading the article for 48 hours, they will charge differently. For completely downloading the article, they will charge differently. Likewise, such type of journals are called as subscription-based journals, where you can see the title and abstract and details of the authors. In such a cases, if your institution doesn't have what we say, access to it is not subscribed to that particular publisher, or if you don't have money in order to download that article, what you can simply will also have what you say, they have the ability, or they have the way to keep their data in ResearchGate. ResearchGate is one platform where we can also get some of the journals which we cannot download. And not only that, if you are unable to get the article even in the research, that they will send you, because we cannot afford all things. There is also recently development of Sci-Hub website, which is having a code everyone. That is why nowadays we are able to get open access journals. In your article open access, the authors will generally retain the copyright. But in the subscription model, the copyright for your have the authority to your work, whatever you have. In open access, what is the point is, you should pay some article processing charge for open access. So what is the advantage of open access? Because whenever you publish open access, everybody, there are also other type of journals known as gold open access journal. Is a case where open access fees is paid by the author or any other their behalf, by example their institution. Open access journals where no fee is payable by the author, as publishing costs are covered by library subscriptions. This is also some type of in subscription based. I told that there are some organizations or libraries which pay subscription fee. In such cases, we won't pay any fee, but the library won't pay any fee, but the library, the article, the journal will be operated subscriptions. Like this, these are the different categories of the journal. Any article, whenever your work is well cited, that means you have a good reach in the research community, right? So one of the important measurement or parameter to assess your quality is H index. The H index is nothing but H index is for individual. Similarly, it is for H index is there for individual. H index is there for organization. H index is also there for a country, and H index is also there for a university or the college, right? Like this, there are different ways how we can calculate the H index, right? It is simply H publications have received at least H citations. H publications have not got the point. So out of the 33 journals, 18 of the journals have cited 18 times. That means, say for example, then the H index is 18. That means among the 33, 18 of the journals have 18 of your publications have been cited at least 18 times. Then the H index will be 18. For example, you have 33 publications, only 10. How many? 10 journals have cited 10 times, means then your H index will be 10. So maximum number they will take into consideration, and based upon the number of times and the number of articles they have been cited, I'll show the example so that it will be better for you. So this is my profile, Scopus profile. So I have nearly something 495 citations. Actually, the H index should be, it should change to 15. I'll show here. Right. I'll display all the articles. And I will also filter, sort by, cited by highest to 2. Right. So in total, I have 48 Scopus indexed publications. Among them, if you see what is the claimed side, I mean H index here, 14. Actually, it should be 15, which will change because sometimes it will change. It will take some time in order to change that. We'll see here. That means if it is 14 means at least 14 out of this 48 documents should be cited 14 times minimum, right? This is 1. It has been cited 14 and more times, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and this is 15. I told that it should be 15. It will change within 2 or 3 days because Scopus data they will monthly or I mean 15 to 20 days. There is some period where they will be weekly or bi-weekly also. So totally the sites, I mean H index, because if you see this, there are only 10 citations here. So it cannot be considered for what you say, because this is the maximum number you see after this, right? That is why the H index is now become 14. But actually it should be 15. It will change over a time. Small period will be taken, right? I hope the H index is clear for you, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
So, full journal for publication. Make list of the journals that are available. We can use online directories to find the journals to publish in our particular field. As well as we need to determine the impact of the journal. We should check if you publish your or send your manuscript to a journal. Not only that, while preparing the manuscripts, because sometimes there are which will be given by the journal. Definitely, we need to download that template and we need to prepare our manuscript accordingly. They will give some guidelines, articles writing. The only thing is your journal, I mean publication or the manuscript should have good title, the authors, complete details of the authors, affiliation details, as well as email IDs of the authors. Then you should write a neat abstract as well as followed by introduction. You can directly switch to results and they are now calling that as your paper, your way. You can present it in any way. That is up to you. You can keep results and discussion first or introduction. You can change, right? And better to always see we need to, because whenever you doesn't prepare according to the requirements of the journal, there is also great chances of rejection, right? And we should also see whether the journal is following the strict peer review process or not, because there are journals which doesn't follow a strict peer review process. I told that within 1 hour or 1 day you will get a confirmation email that your article has been published, which is a really vague thing which doesn't happen, because scholarly publication is somewhat a different thing. Definitely it should go for quality check by the editor-in-chief, handling editor, as well as the peer reviewers. What I have discussed, journal requirements or the journal instruction for the authors thoroughly, right? So sometimes we don't know how to select a journal. There are some resources like Journal Finder, which has been downloaded by Elsevier. In Journal Finder, what you can do is, I'll go back. If you want to publish in an Elsevier journal, I hope it is like a workshop, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Simply,
Yes,
you don't know what to do and where to go. Simply, what you can do is, I will write something here.
ఏంటి ఫోన్ పని చేయట్లేదా?
Right? Just you can click it. Within a click, you will get the list of journals. Right? I have written something. Okay, you can copy paste your entire abstract also. Based on the abstract or based on the keywords, you can get different journals. For Elsevier, that is Elsevier Journal Finder. You see here in the left hand side the publication type, journals that offer gold open access or journals with subscription. If you don't have any money for bearing the article processing fees, you can simply click this. Whenever you click this, you can submit your work only to the subscription based journal where there is no necessity of paying any fees. Right? Here it is, bioorganic and medicinal chemistry letters. The site score is this, impact factor, acceptance rate, how many times, how many weeks it will take to give the first edition, and time to publication. Here subscription, no publication charges. If you want to publish your work under open access also, it is having a US dollar of 3,660, which is practically impossible for us routinely, right? Like this, we have Chinese chemical letters, tetrahedral letters. Every journal, they will give the full details of the journal, and there is also a link for that particular journal. We can also visit that journal, right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Similarly, other journals will also provide you like MDPI's journal selector, journal finder by Wiley, and journal suggester by Springer and Taylor Francis. The thing is same, but different journals are using different terminology. Journal selector or journal finder by Elsevier and MDPI. This is journal suggester by Springer as well as Taylor and Francis. And research.life is also another website which will help us to Research for Life is one of the initiative that have been developed by agencies in order to see that low and middle income countries will also publish open access. There is also some support. Sometimes we have, according to World Bank, we have three categories. That is one in the topmost economy list. We are in the middle income countries as well as the low income countries from like some of the North American as well as African countries. There, whenever the author is from such type of countries, there will be no article processing fees. Whenever we publish in open access journals, those journals which are in association with Research for Life, we have less article processing fees. Say, for example, if the article processing fees is $100 US, they may reduce it to $500 US or $600 US, depending upon the publisher. Likewise, also we can publish our work open access, right? So we should always see that we need to avoid predatory journals or the cloned or hijacked journals. We can all easily see whether a journal is predatory or not. If it is not in the Scopus and Web of Science list, we can blindly say that it is not a good journal. It's not like that, but there are some journals which are claiming that it is under UGC care list. We can also access the UGC care list by going into the UGC website. And there are also nowadays, this is the practice, what we see that cloned are the hijacked journals. Actually, what doing is they are preparing a content, they are using the ISSN number, aim and objectives. The entire website sometimes will be exactly same to that of the original journal. They are maintaining a website where it reflects all the original website's data, that is ISSN number, everything. So we should be cautious in order to see whether we are publishing in a cloned or cloned journal or not. For example, I will show you one example here. Just a moment. We need to check the sources. Whenever you enter into Scopus, it is sources. Just a moment.
High technology letters.
Right. This is one of the journal known as High Technology Letters. An example for cloned journal. Just what we, and here if you see source home page, you are unable to click here. So here it is indexed in Scopus, right? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. You'll see here. So definitely we need to go to this website. Go to this website, right? Yes or no? Where are we? Yeah. So this is High Technology Letters. So if this journal is genuine, whenever we click the source home page, we should go there. So there is some error with the website. But if you see this website, this is entirely different, right? This is the actual High Technology Letters. Are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
yes,
Yes, sir.
But this is a clone journal.
Yes, sir.
This is the ISSN number 10066748. Where is this? Yeah. This is the actual High Technology Letters, which is based on China. It is of more Chinese in nature. You need to. As I have translated, it is not showing in English. But anyway, this is the original High Technology Letters. Is it possible to get some ISSN number here? We should be very much keen while publishing. I just want to see if we are able to witness the ISSN number of this journal. Okay, anyway, yeah, it is clear from the website itself. It is a cloned journal, so better not to send any work to this journal because this journal will take. This is called as hijacked or the cloned journals. I hope the point is clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Because they are using the same ISSN number also. If you see, he is claiming 10066748, right? Here the ISSN number of the original journal. We'll see the ISSN number here. 10066748. 10066748. Yes? Right. So we need to think, check, and submit. We need to think what is a good journal, and we need to check its validity or whether it is of good quality or not. Then we need to start our submission. And we should thoroughly review the journal's website, and we should avoid journals that request fee prior to manuscript acceptance. And we should also note the quality and relevance of the published research. Already you might have seen that journals which are the list of articles which have been published, whether they are of good quality or not. You can see that even there are journals like High Technology Letters where they won't even edit a single line which is really surprising. Because I have observed with one of my colleagues, he told that I have published in high technology letters, which is indexed in Scopus. I asked him to send the paper. But whenever something changes from one system, one Microsoft to the other, what will happen is there will be some, alterations in the spaces, right? Whatever the altered one, that is published as such. And even though you may lose 3,000 or 4,000, but it is better to withdraw articles, even though you have published knowingly or unknowingly in high technology letters, right? And we should be very ethical and responsible in publishing. We should follow the guidelines that have been given by Committee on Publication Ethics, COPE. Whenever the journal is also indexed by COPE, which is following the COPE principles, that is a good journal. And we should maintain the research integrity. We should avoid any forms of misconduct or fraud, such as fabrication or falsification of the data or the results, right? Simply, as said previously, all these are the simple thing. We should choose the right journal for your paper, and we need to follow the guidelines or instructions for the other. We should clearly communicate. We should not write any jargon, which is not unnecessary English. We should clearly, and the English should be very clean and easily understandable, even by the layman, right? And we should write a catchy and informative title and abstract that attracts the reader's attention. And we should also write a good cover letter. Some journals, they will ask for the cover letter in order to show the significance of the work. Based on the cover letter, what you write also, the journal may reject your paper. That is why you should also write a effective cover letter which actually highlights your work, significance of your work. And publication process is not easy. It doesn't, your article doesn't come overnight. That is why you should be very much patient and persistent in publication. And after getting the comments from the reviewers, we should be very cautious, and we should give plausible answers and change the modifications in our manuscript according to the reviewer proactive and respectful rebuttal letter. Right? Thank you so much for your patience listening. I think I took extra time from all of you. I'm sorry for that. The only thing is I thought of giving a comprehensive overview.
Sir, hybrid journals.
Hybrid journals means it is like subscription-based journals only. These journals, just now we have seen, right? There is journal which is having, which is publishing both subscription-based as well as open access.
Okay.
Whenever you pay the open access fees, it has two modes. You can publish either in open access mode or in the, subscription mode or the closed access model, which has two processes, right? Just now I have shown, I think, journal finder. Whenever it is having both that, right? You see here, the tetrahedron letters, it has open access as well as there is also a subscription based. Whenever the journal is operating in this mode, then it is called as a hybrid model. There are purely open access, purely subscription based, and a hybrid model also. Thanks for the question.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir, publishing in multidisciplinary journals, is it worthy? Is it useful or not?
It is also useful. You can publish in multidisciplinary journal.
Okay, sir, thank you.
But you should try to promote your article. In multidisciplinary journal, the problem is medicinal chemistry research. I look into yes, or medicinal chemistry research by Springer, likewise. But I less prefer to go into Saudi Pharmaceutical Journal, which is a, broad spectrum of pharmaceutical sciences will be published, right? Similarly,
so it will affect our citations, right, sir?
Yeah, it will affect your citations, and the reach will be less comparative. Yeah, that is what.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you for the question.
Good afternoon, sir. Thanks for the wonderful session. Rather, I would say a workshop. Sir, I would like to know what is the difference between the ESCI, SCIE, and SCI journals.
Yeah, we have shown that. ESCI means it is emerging. It is not in the, this is a slide by Clarivate Analytics. Okay. ESCI means it is not completely taken up by Clarivate Analytics for indexing, but it is under consideration. As this is a good performing journal, they are under consideration, but Science Citation Index. Okay. SCI is Science Citation Index.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Previously, they used to call it as Sci journals, SCI journals, right? Now, whatever the SCI is, SCIE, both are one and the same. Okay. There is no big difference because it is only the terminology which has been changed. Previously, it is SCI. Now it is SCIE.
Okay, sir.
That is why the world UGC regulations or world, research applications, they typically use the term SCI. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
So we publish our book chapters. So in the edited books, so they are also indexed in Scopus.
Which books?
So that we are publishing the book chapters and the Bantham, Ville. So they are also indexed in Scopus.
No, they are also indexed. They will be indexed by Scopus. That is what in the Scopus database you can see. The sources. Here you see journals, book series, conference productions, and trade publications. You can check here.
Sir,
okay.
One more question, last one. So sometimes we publish our paper. At that time, that journal is indexed in Scopus, and after some time it gets discontinued. So whether our paper would be like that it was published in a Scopus index journal?
Yes, because whenever you published, it is in the Scopus. That means in the Scopus database, your paper will be there. It will reflect. Okay.
Okay, sir.
But what will happen is whenever the funding agencies or the other people who will see, you should clearly write in that what we say. It was indexed in Scopus from so and so date. If you give some time, I will try sharing my CV. Just a moment. Else I'll show it here. Right. This is my CV. Yeah, if you see the article that has been published in PharmaNest, it is covered by Scopus from 2014 to 15, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to see this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 57.
Yeah, we have published our work in 2015, but now it is not indexed in Scopus. But this publication will be reflected in our Scopus database, And that is why I am claiming that whenever I published this paper, it was in Scopus. I hope it is clear now. Any more doubts?
Sir?
Yes, madam, please.
What is SNIP, sir? SNIP. How it relates to journal ranking?
SNP means source knowledge.